Picture this. You're traveling around Thailand, enjoying the breathtaking landscapes, amazing food, and stunning temples. But amidst the beauty of the places you're exploring, you see dozens of adorable stray cats and dogs who are eager to be pet, loved, and fed. And some might even look sick or hurt and in need of medical attention. And as you travel around different provinces, you see more and more stray cats and dogs, also known as soy cats and dogs, because soy means street in Thai. They're everywhere, and all of them are cute, and you wish you could take them all home with you, but you can't. And you want to help them, but you don't know how. It can be alarming, especially if you're not used to seeing it, and the problem is bigger than you think. According to the Bangkok Post, there are an estimated 860,000 stray cats and dogs in Thailand, with that number predicted to reach 2 million by 2027 if more is not done to address the problem. With not enough people spaying and neutering the animals in their care and the high rate of people abandoning animals on the street or at local Buddhist temples when they can no longer care for them, it's no wonder that the stray cat and dog problem is out of control. That's why animal welfare organizations like Rescue Paws and Hua Hin are so important in Thailand. Not only do they take in stray cats and dogs, sterilize them, and provide them with much needed medical care, but they also have various programs to both educate and support low-income Thai communities by offering free sterilization for the animal companions and educating them on how to properly care for their cat or dog. I spent a day with Rescue Paws to talk to the staff and volunteers, tag along on their scenic beach walks with some of the stray dogs, and learn more about their important work.
My name is Natasha. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. This is my fourth time volunteering actually. So I came in 2016, 17, 18. I've been here this is my first week, so I'm doing a 6-week trip.
What makes you want to keep coming back?
The environment, the dogs, Thailand, it's beautiful. And what Rescue Paws does is really important. It's my way of giving back.
This is Ross. He's a clinic and kennel custodian for Rescue Paws. He was telling me his story in this clip, but the beach was too windy and messed up the sound, so I need to narrate this part. Ross started out as a volunteer and ended up working for Rescue Paws. He loves his job and finds it very rewarding. He has a very sweet and gentle demeanor, so the animals love him. Gretel is his favorite dog. She was abandoned as a puppy with her brother Hansel, but they were rescued and eventually ended up at Rescue Paws. Hansel was adopted, but Gretel has been at Rescue Paws for 3 years. She's very shy and takes time to trust people, but she's formed a close bond with Ross, who loves her very much. I believe she's up for adoption, and you can also sponsor her for $20 a month on the Rescue Paws website, which is linked in the description below. Ross was nice enough to show me around the kennels and introduced me to some of the adorable dogs and cats that Rescue Paws has been caring for.
Ruby, her story was she was left tied up on a chain and someone brought her in and she had like a bad neck, and we just told the man she has to basically surrender her to us because he clearly wasn't taking care of her. This one here is Lucky. Lucky was brought to us. She had a very bad skin condition. She was covered in mange and scabs, and she's been under a lot of extensive treatment. We cleaned all her scabs off now and we're letting her heal. As you can see, her fur is just only going back now.
Yeah.
But again, she's also one we think she was previously owned because she's very good. You can put her on a lead and everything.
Aww.
So once she's fully recovered, she will also go up for adoption. And this is Mama, we call her. She's had several puppies.
Oh no, those little puppies. I want those puppies.
Another lady, I think Christine again, brought her into us, reports us to her. And this happens a lot. People find puppies and they bring them in to us. And so what we do is we're looking after her now, letting her puppies grow up. We've already sterilised. We'll know we'll sterilise her once she's finished feeding.
I'm not going to touch your puppies, even though they're cute. If I see a dog with mange on the street, what should I do?
You can report them to us. We will come down and pick them up and provide treatment if we can, if we have the room and space. It just depends.
So even with an advanced case like this one, it's still treatable?
Yes, basically. That was
this
also
is
with Lucky.
bad.
Lucky was like that as well. Lucky was in a very bad state. This Tucker was basically a street cat that was just living in the road outside the clinic. And he just decided to come to us, and because we were feeding him, he was very scared at first, but now he's become very sociable.
Looks like he wants a lot of attention.
Yeah, he's up for adoption. He was basically a 100% street cat, and he just decided he wanted to move to the clinic and live with us. Loki's been here for a long time. We're desperately trying to find him a home. him and his brother Lucifer. So Mr. Bean is a cat that's been here for about a year now. He was diagnosed with FIV, so I foster him and take care of him at the staff house. He's a really nice boy. He's got very lovely nature. He's got an issue though, where with his FIV, he's basically his gums treat his teeth like a foreign body. So he's basically got very bad mouth issues.
He's a really affectionate cat.
Yeah, he's a very affectionate, sweet cat. Every volunteer that comes through says he's the sweetest cat they've ever met.
How many dogs and cats do you have?
We roughly have about 40 animals on site.
Is she up for adoption?
Yes, she is.
How old is she?
We think she's about 1.5, 2 years
She looks
old.
little. So that's as big as she's gonna get. She's like very small.
She's tiny little tinker. She was hit by a car and that's why she lost her leg. So
She's very chill though,
Oh,
right?
she's lovely.
My name's Henna. I'm the practice manager here at Rescue P.A.W.S. I think Rescue P.A.W.S is really important, obviously for the animals, but also for the community. Veterinary care can be quite expensive, and the best long-term solution to stop the overpopulation and all the suffering that comes with it is through sterilisation, and it can be quite expensive for people to do that. So if we're able to offer that for free for low-income families, and we sterilise a lot of stray dogs, then hopefully we are contributing towards bringing the numbers down and lessening the animal suffering if there is.
Even though Rescue P.A.W.S is a small organization, they've made a huge impact on the community here in Hua Hin. So far, they've vaccinated over 35,600 soy cats and dogs, sterilized over 8,200 animals, and have gotten over 580 animals adopted. But that's not the only thing Rescue P.A.W.S does. Was she hit by a car?
She was caught in a snare trap, which cut off the bottom parts of her legs. Which way am I going?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you walk, darling?
Yeah.
Good. My name's Holly and I came in January 2023. I'm education coordinator. So predominantly at the moment we go into local schools in the area. So I think we have 9 schools that we collaborate with, but I also do training with adults and train other teachers so that they can go off to other parts of Thailand and teach the curriculum as well. This month we've broken a record and we've got 2,000 students that were taught by other teachers in the training program.
Do you think that the staff and the kids are receptive to learning about animal welfare?
Yes, so the children mostly start off with very little empathy towards animals. A lot of children we see in Thailand are actually bitten by a dog or have been scratched by a cat, so they have all these fears and prejudices. But we see by the end that actually they do really enjoy being in the company of animals, especially once they've learned how to stroke them and they understand like the body language. So like Lisa here being like happy and receptive. So it's nice to see that transition and that progress.
So I'm Luke, I work as a volunteer coordinator here at Rescue P.A.W.S. This by far is my favourite job. It's nothing like arriving to work in the morning and having like some of my rescue dogs running over to like give me a hug in the morning. It's the best feeling you can get. Volunteers are very important. Even if the puppy is super friendly, if the puppy doesn't get patted and like enrichment training, they can become from friendly to super shy within like a matter of weeks. Having volunteers coming to help out for Rescue P.A.W.S helps us out a lot. Gets the dogs more friendly and then get adopted. And then every time we get a dog adopted, we have another space in our kennel so we can take a dog off the street.
Where's the voice out?
What are the different ways that people can help Rescue P.A.W.S?
There's lots of different ways. So obviously financial donations are always great because then we can put that money towards into bigger purchases like drugs and medical equipment. We're always desperate for cat and dog food and cat litter. We're very resourceful and we put everything into good use. Last week someone donated a bathtub which we're going to turn into a doggy swimming pool for the hot season, so everything goes back into good use.
So if you have stuff like not necessarily pet stuff but just stuff around the house, that could be helpful to
Yes,
donate here?
absolutely. Sheets, towels, pots or pans, anything like that, we will put that to good use.
Is there something that you would like extra funding for, like something you can't do right now because of limited funds that you would wish that's on your wish list?
I think we have 2 things. So a big one is a tree fell over on our kennels and broke the roof, so we desperately need funds to fix the kennel roof before it really starts leaking, and obviously it's rainy season here now, so it's the worst timing. And the other one is being able to purchase P.A.W.S, which is a really good parasite control for dogs.
So we see a lot of problems related to parasites like mange and tick-borne diseases and things like that. That can be preventable, and they cost them a lot of distress. They can make them really, really sick. So I wish we had that money that for most of the dogs under our care and on the streets that we could provide with this medication, but unfortunately it's just too expensive for us.
They can definitely support us in terms of spreading the message, resharing things on social media. You can also reach out if you are a teacher. I can email you our toolkit. All of our lesson plans and materials are free. Happy to email that over to you as well if you'd like to teach it in your own schools.
If you wanted to tell like everyone in Thailand like something that will help them like improve the welfare of animals here, what do you think you would say to them?
I would always say that remember that animals have emotions too, animals have feelings too. An animal isn't born aggressive, an animal isn't born nasty. They usually come from a place of fear or a place of anxiety, and that's kind of the first step in understanding why they behave the way they do and how we can approach them to make their lives better as well as our own.
The links to donate to Rescue Paws as well as volunteer, sponsor an animal, and adopt are in the description below. You can also follow Rescue Paws on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you so much for watching.